Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today is June 24th and the big question is, can I finish my TBR for June in this week? We have exactly 7 days left for June and I have, wait a second, not one, not two, not 3, but 4 books left on my TBR. Exactly 3.5 books because I have read the first half. For a busy week, that is a lot. I probably have not much time to read on the weekend, because I'm not home from Friday to Sunday. And yeah, that's a big challenge for the week. And we will see if I can finish these books. I will start this as an audiobook today. I will probably listen to this too, to have a chance to accomplish this challenge. I will start this when I have finished this book. I'm currently at 25% of the audiobook to Ruling Destiny. And yeah, I needed a bit of time to find back in the story and remember the things that happened in book 1. But now I remember the characters and the storyline, and I'm enjoying hearing more about them and the problems with time travel and the mission they have. I won't spoil anything about the mission because that would spoil book 1. I'm excited to listen more and to find out more about the mission and where the story is going. The pace in book 1 was a little bit slow and we haven't find out a lot about the whole mission. And yeah, I hope we get to know more in this book. And I will now continue listening. So yeah, back to the audiobook. Hello! I haven't given you an update yet about Jay. I have read around 75% now, and I really like this book. Solid 4 stars, I would believe. I really like the drug business thing that we have to destroy, and I liked the love story between Elizabeth and Jay. Yes, it is very obvious and straightforward since the beginning, and not much happening that we don't expect, but that's okay. It is a romantic suspense book, and obviously we have a romantic relationship. They go pretty fast from we totally don't like each other to we are feeling more about each other. At this point, I really have no idea who was a traitor that gives information to the drug dealers, but I really like how all the companies work together in this story. We have FBI, DEA, Navy SEALs, lawyers, German military. We have everything. The story takes place in different places in the US, in Afghanistan, and in Mexico. Yeah, a lot of suspense plot here, which I really like, and I haven't expected this. After the first book, I like this here much more, and I can say I have read this book around 10-15 years ago, so this is the reread. Book 1 was not a reread. Don't ask questions about that. I have read book 2 and 4 in the series many years ago, probably because I got arcs of this, and yeah, I haven't read book 1, 3 and 5. That's because I read the whole series now, and I remembered nothing about Jay and Elizabeth's story, so a reread is totally okay. It is as if I have never read it, and it takes nothing from the suspense plot, so therefore I'm really invested, and hopefully I could finish this book tomorrow. Good morning! I'm eating my breakfast now while working, and I have a small update for you for the audiobook to Ruling Destiny. We have officially the first plot twist. Yay! Yeah, that's all I have at this point because I don't want to spoil the plot twist. But we will go to Italy now soon, really, really soon. That's the point that I've waited for the whole book now. And yeah, I'm excited, and I will continue listening now. Short update on Wednesday morning. I have 1 hour 50 minutes left in the audiobook of Ruling Destiny, and I'm really annoyed by the developments of the romance part, because we have now love triangle and all the things with love triangle that I don't like. yes, you can write love triangle so that I like it, but most of the time I don't like love triangle, and this is the way I don't like it. We have a little bit of main plot development, so yeah, one step in the right direction, but I don't know how all of this will solve in the end. We are currently in the Renaissance Italy. We met some VIPs of this time, which is very exciting. But all in all, I'm not very hyped about the story, but that's what I expected, because book 1 was okay and book 2 is okay so far. I don't know if I will finish the series, but I will definitely finish book 2 today, and I will give you an update then. But now I can say that I have finished J yesterday evening, and I really like this book. Solid 4 stars. The romance part is sometimes a little bit too direct, but I really liked the suspense plot. It is full of action. We have shootings, explosions, we have kidnapping, all what makes a good suspense plot. It was, yeah, full of action, and I was totally hooked by the plot. So I'm really excited to read book 3 soon. Book 3 is about Rob, and he is one of the brothers of the DeGrasse families. Luke was book 1, the Navy SEAL, Jay, the FBI agent, book 2, and Rob is a lawyer. So yeah, we will see what his story brings us. And yeah, that's the update for now. And I will talk to you if I have finished, when I have finished Ruling Destiny. Okay guys, here I am with the promised update. It's a 4-book update, and we begin with Ruling Destiny. I have finished the audiobook today. It was okay as expected, and as I said previously, I have to say I haven't paid much attention in the end, so I can't say much to that, and that's probably all I need to say. I think I will DNF the series at this point, but I give them a little bit of time before I make that decision. As I said, love triangle is not mine, but we have a hopefully final decision for the love triangle. It is a lot of back and forth between the two guys. She likes over 400 pages, and yeah, one step further in the main plot that is not much, but also as expected. And I don't think that is enough to let me read book 3 and to finish the trilogy next year. But yeah, that was Ruling Destiny. And after I finished that, I'm halfway through my left TBR for the week. And I started the audiobook to The Witches of Silent Creek. Can't say much to that. I'm 14% in, I think. Still introduction to the characters and the situation. So yeah, we are now in Silent Creek, and our female main character is now at the new college. We have little introductions to magic, but I can't say much about it at this point. And we have different point of views in this book. At this point, 2 point of views, I think, but there is more to come. And yeah, that's my little update to The Witches of Silent Creek. And I started The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue around 90 pages in to this way, to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and we have 2 timelines in this book. We have the present day in 2014, and there we have Addie LaRue's present life, and we have the timeline around the 17th century mark, the beginning of the 18th century, I think. And yeah, that is how Addie LaRue became the Addie LaRue that is invisible and made a pact with the devil or some god. And yeah, we learn a lot about her and her family and her life back then, and how she handled the situation after the pact. I like it so far, not love, because historic is not my type that I like, but I think there is I think that is a really good book, and I can't wait to read more. I don't know if I can finish it this week, because as I said, a lot to do at the weekend, and I'm not home from Friday to Sunday. But I will see how far I come, and I will update you on that. And one mini book haul, because today I got book mail, and I got the Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. Matching edition for my Secret History book. I really like this, and it's really, really chunky. It's around, let me see, 770 pages. So yeah, long book, and I'm really, really intrigued to read this after I read The Secret History. As you probably remember, The Secret History was a highlight for me. And yeah, now I have all books from Donna Tartt at home, 2 on the TBR, for the future. I hope I can read this soon, because I really want to read more from Donna Tartt. But for now, this is all, and for now I will concentrate on The Witches of Silent Creek and The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. That is what I'm reading and listening the rest of the week. And I will update you if I can tell you more about the stories. Hi there! I'm now halfway through The Witches of Silent Creek Book 1. There. And yeah, I've listened to it and I like the audiobook. And yes, this is a good book. But I don't know if this book is for me. Probably not. This is not my kind of fantasy, or the fantasy I like to read. There are a lot of characters in this book, a lot of world building. It takes place in our world, but we have a lot of world building, a lot of different magic types, a lot of different families, goddesses, politics. It is a lot. And yeah, for me personally it is too much, especially when I think about that this is a duology and we are now at this point in book 1 where one of our main characters, Helena, just found out about the magic. Helena is the one that is new to the Silent Creek. And yeah, her mother have lived there and was banned from Silent Creek. We don't know why yet, but yeah, as I said, I think this book is good, but it is not for me. It is too much information for me and not much emotion and character development, because you can go in depth like I wanted when you put all of this in 2 books. All witches in Silent Creek have to fight against the evil. I don't know, or I don't remember why the evil is evil. So what is their main goal? Because as I said, a lot of information in the book. So yeah, we have a lot of perspectives this book is written in. We have Helena and at least 3 other persons, or 4. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I think I will DNF this audiobook at this point, because I don't care enough to finish the story and to buy book 2. So why finish book 1 if it ends in a cliffhanger? That's this for The Witches of Silent Creek. I will now put it to the side and on my unhaul pile. And that means I can now continue The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I'm now in the beginning of part 2 of the book. I think the book has 7 parts. And yeah, I hope we get now more from the present timeline, because I'm intrigued by that. And we have little sprinkles about the backstory of Addie, because in part 1 we have had more backstory to explain things than present timeline. But I'm interested in the present timeline and don't want so much explanations and historical things. So yeah, I really love to continue on that. I don't know if I can finish the book this week, so till the end of June, because it is now Friday noon, and yeah, today I leave home and drive to my parents, because we have a family party tomorrow, and Sunday I'm meeting friends to barbecue. So not much time to read, and I have still 440 pages or so left. That is a lot, and yeah, I will update you if I have time and if I have something new to say about Addie LaRue. I'm at my parents' house right now, because we are celebrating 60 years of marriage for my grandparents today. And before that, I wanted to update you, because I've read almost to the halfway point of Addie LaRue. And yeah, I like it very much. I like the beginning of the love story between Henry and Addie. And yeah, how Addie reacts to a person remembering her, which is totally new for her after 300 years of people not remembering her because she's invisible. And yeah, it is really cool how we can connect with Addie in this book and her emotions. It is a lot of show in this book and not tell, which I really, really love. And we, can feel how lonely she is and how time affects her and the experiences she makes in this time. We are still in the past timeline, in the beginning of the 1700s, 1730 around. And it's cool to see what experiences she makes in this time and how she feels about that. And then she now, in the present timeline, makes totally new experiences and how that gives her hope. Hello! Short break at home before I meet my friends. But I want to give you an update on the invisible life of Addie LaRue, because I have, at this time, 140 pages left. And as I said yesterday, I was nearly at the halfway point, not exactly, and exactly is the word, because at the halfway point we have a big plot twist. I have seen the plot twist coming because I thought about that idea while reading. I love the plot twist, I love the idea behind the plot twist and what it means for the story and the development of the story and the characters. So I'm totally in for that. I have read a lot since that plot twist yesterday because I used every minute I had to read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. We have 3 storylines now. We have 2 background stories and 1 present timeline. So we get a lot of information about our characters, which I really love, because it shows how they develop over time, and we get a lot of insight and show and emotions, which I really love. And I love that this book is perfect for Pride Month. So I started the month with a queer book and I will finish the month with a queer book, which is perfect. And I love how easy it is, how easy the queerness is in this book. It is not a big problem that is made up or a thing that needs to be discussed in the story. It is. It simply is. And that is something I really love, because that is how love should be, whether you love a man, a woman, it doesn't matter. That is how I think about love, and that's really wholesome. And I can't wait to finish the book. I still don't know if I can finish it today, because I need to go soon to meet my friends, and I don't know how long I will be away. If I don't finish this book today and in June, I will finish it at the beginning of July and will still update you in this vlog, because we will finish this book in this vlog. one day overdue, but I have finished The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue yesterday at July 1st, but I still count this as a June book because I read most of it in June, and with that I have finished my June TBR, so yay! Let's talk a bit about Addie LaRue, or Addie LaRue, because Addie is a French person. Most of the time this book was a solid 4-star read for me. It only in the end there were some things where I felt that it is more than 4 stars, and so I am giving this 5 stars because in the end it all made sense and my critique points no longer exists. It is a highlight, it is a wonderfully written book, and yeah, let's talk a little bit more about that and my critique points I had most of the time. My biggest critique point was the narrative perspective, because the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is told in third person, which is okay, but we have an omniscient narrator, and yeah, so we have a little bit of foreshadowing in the past timeline, and that is not what I like to read. I'm not a fan of omniscient narrator perspective. Because of this perspective I couldn't 100% connect with the characters on an emotional base, because it is not Addie that told the story, it is the narrator that tells Addie's story, and that's a little bit difficult for me. But in the end it all made sense, and now I know why we have this narrative perspective, and it is perfect for this book. So wait till the end before you judge. It is all for the story. And yeah, as I told, in the end it is a 5-star read for me, and I love everything about this book, even the things I criticized at the most part of the book. I won't tell you much about the end, but it surprised me, which is not really often that an end could surprise me, but this book did, and that's what I really love. And it was a perfect ending for the book, even if I haven't expected it this way. Yeah, I love all of the characters. I love Addie, I love Henry, and I even love Luke, because he is more than he is on first sight. He gives another level to the story, and a level of depth, and that's really cool. And yeah, there are some plot twists I could see and some plot twists I haven't seen. I really enjoyed reading this book. I loved the writing style. I loved the narrative perspective in the end. And yeah, that's all I could tell you about The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue without spoiling. And that means, as I said, I have finished my TBR of June. I have read the last 4 books over the last week. And that means we have reached the end of the video. And I hope you liked it. If you want, you can comment what you have read in June and how many books you've read. What was your highlight of the month? you can like the video, you can subscribe to my channel if you wanna, and I will see you next time. Bye!